Okay, we have Minnesota State Representative Aisha Gomez, again, who represents this area where the second fatal shooting has happened. She's good to go now. So, ma'am, your reaction to the shooting of an American citizen by federal agents in Minneapolis today. What do you have to say about that?
Thank you so much, Alex, for having me. I am distressed and heartbroken that I'm joining you after a second resident U.S. citizen was killed in my district. Renee Good was killed just a couple of weeks ago. And what is happening is that people who are out in the street, their lives are in danger from this incursion, this invasion by federal troops, by unaccountable masked troops who are terrorizing our communities. They have taken children. 5-year-old Liam was, taken from his family. He was used as bait. This violence in our street is being pursued by the federal government, and every American citizen, every resident of this country should be deeply concerned and should be asking themselves, how much is too much? How many deaths in the street, extrajudicial executions of U.S. citizens engaging in constitutionally protected speech and activities is enough to say to this tyrannical authoritarian regime, we are not here for it. We are not going to tolerate this. I'm heartbroken.
Understandably so. It is a heartbreaking situation. With regard to these protesters, though, what are they telling you about how they feel? What is the foremost emotion that they're feeling as they're trying to go about their day? And what are you telling them as they face off with federal agents in the street? What's your advice to them in terms of their behavior and what they can do?
Listen, it's dangerous in our streets right now. There is danger being sown in residential communities under the guise of public safety. But to think that there is something that inherent in your question, and I don't think that you intended it this way, is this idea that there's something that people are doing wrong. And that this individual or Renee, if they just had done something differently, wouldn't be dead at the hands of a federal agent. And, I think that there's a lot of anger in the streets. And there's a lot of determination. There's a lot of courage that I'm seeing. There is a lot of bravery. I mean, I'm split screen right now with people who are out in the streets telling ICE what we think of them executing our neighbors. And, the thing is that there's no way to be safe right now in engaging in constitutionally protected activities, or even for a lot of people in our city going about their day, because this lie, again, that this administration is telling about these being targeted immigration raids is completely contradicted by people's experience. Anybody who has an accent, anybody who has brown or black skin is subject to being rounded up at a bus stop, going into, their place of worship or their place of work. This is a campaign of terror against our communities. And to put the onus on people out in the street, on whatever you want to call them, protesters, observers, or people going about their daily business, and not the tyrannical regime that's killing people in our streets, I think is a misformulation.
Well, let me just be very clear. I definitely was not implying that protesters had done anything wrong. And I want to make that very, very clear. Rather, I was asking you the advice that you were giving them to stay safe. But you have answered that for us by saying right now, given the sentiments and things that are happening in the streets, there's no way to guarantee their safety. State Representative Aisha Gomez, I want to thank you very much for weighing in. We appreciate that.